okay? These are compasses. Anytime I see the word construct, I want to start using my compass. Sometimes you'll see this word. That means just take your pencil and do a freehand drawing, okay? But construct, I need to take out both my compass and my straight edge and get to work. So what I'm going to show you first is the most basic of a construction, and that is given a line segment, using my compass and straight edge, how do I make a congruent line segment? And what's congruent mean again? The two will have congruent. Oh boy, Friday's coming quick.
Same length.
Same length. Okay, two segments that have the same length. And I'm not talking, oh, look at me, I have a ruler. I'm going to take it, measure it. Up, it's about 12 inches. I'm going to go over here and make a 12. No, that's not how this works. All right, you got to use this compass. So here's your first step. To copy a line segment. Everyone understand what we're about to do? We're going to take AB, copy it over here, and call it CD. And the two will be congruent. First thing you do, you grab your straight edge. Okay, grab your straight edge. And from the endpoint that I give you, you're going to make, oh, wrong way, this new figure, which we will go over right now. Make sure it is longer than the line segment we're about to copy. Okay, make sure it's longer than the line segment we're about to copy. Anybody know what we call this one? With just one endpoint? Anybody know what we call it?
Array.
It's called array. Yep, this is called array. One endpoint and an arrow array. So you make an array that's longer than the line segment you're copying. All right, next up, take your compass and you're going to open it up to the length of the line segment we're copying. Open it up to the length of the line segment we are copying. And just leave it there. Okay, just leave it there. I'll give everyone an opportunity. Open up your compass to the length of the line segment. Then you're going to come over to your array. Come over to your array. Put the end of your compass, the point part, on the end point. And here's your first time doing this. You are going to, watch me do it first. You are going to make an arc through your array. Take a look. Okay, you're going to make an arc. I'll do it again. Through your array. And it's going to take a while for you to get used to handling your compass. Some of you look like you're doing a good job. Just a pro tip here, sometimes I hold it on the top and do it, but some people hold their paper and move it. It's whatever floats your boat. Find what works for you. So does everyone have an arc going through your array? Okay? You can take it off now, and you're basically done. We just got to have a few labels now. What do we have to call our new line segment? CD, right? So endpoint C, and see where D is going to go? Where your arc intersected the ray. So here's going to be D. So now AB and CD are congruent. What marking should I put on to show that? Here we go. Really testing you out here. Go ahead, Nathan.
Hash.
Hash marks, yep. Show they're congruent. Okay, let's do this again. We got plenty of time today. So right underneath, you have a little room underneath, right? Make your own line segment right now. I don't care how long or short it is. Make your own line segment. Call it EF. I want to walk around and see you guys do this on your own now. Call it EF. And now to the right, underneath it, make a line segment that's congruent to your EF. Okay? So start out by drawing an array that's longer than your line segment. got to have the arc mark. Okay, I need to see that. Also, I probably should have mentioned this at the beginning. Never erase the arc marks. That's how I grade it. Okay, I know it may look a little messy. Never erase this arc mark that you make. Okay, leave all markings on your diagram because that's how I grade it. Any questions? Okay, I'm just going to bring this question up because I know it's going to come up tonight on the homework. Can you go back to my original example here, AB? Do you think if I asked you to make it construct, using your compass, construct a line segment that's double the length of AB, could you do it? Double the length. Do you think you could do it? Double the length of AB, construct.
Yeah.
Well, this is already a length of AB. What could you do one more time?
Just put the
Now where should I put my compass now?
on the point made by the arc.
Yep. Make this a little longer, make another arc mark, and now I have a segment double the size. Okay? Questions from you guys? This is copy a line segment. This is how we copy a line segment. Because I'm going to show you one more construction right now. All right. Last vocabulary term for the quiz. Midpoint. Mid. What's it kind of sound like? Midpoint. Middle. Yeah. It's the point that's in the middle of a line segment. That's it. Point that's in the middle of a line segment. Okay? That's what we're going to focus on today. Finding the midpoint of a line segment, the middle of it. Where's the point that cuts it into two equal parts? So I have line segment AB. Our job is to construct. So we're going to use what? Compass and straight edge. Where's the middle of this line segment? Okay, where's the middle? And again, this is not going to cut it. Up, it's this long, cut it in half. Up, it's right here. Boom. No, construct. Use your darn compass. Here we go. Put your compass on one endpoint, A or B, doesn't matter. This is how I locate the midpoint of a line segment. Open up your compass more than half the length of the line segment now. Open up your compass more than half the length of the line segment. Now what you're going to do, you're going to make a decent size arc here. Be ready. I'm talking like a half circle size arc. A decent size arc that goes through your line segment. And keep it that same opening. Don't open or close your compass. So open it up more than half the distance. Make a decent size arc. Keep it the same opening. And now go over to point B with that same opening. And what you want to create with these two arcs you're about to make is 2 points of intersection. All right, so if you want to watch me first here. Ready? There's my first point of intersection right there. Going to keep going. There's my second point of intersection. I call this one the fish construction. I don't know if anybody can see it. Okay, so go to the other end point. Make another decent size arc, but the two have to intersect each other in two spots. Just want to make sure we're all in the same spot here before we go to the last part of this, because we have to locate the midpoint, right? Locate the middle. Everyone all right? Comfortable? Okay, grab your straight edge. Line it up with the 2 points of intersection. Draw a line through. Line segment, doesn't matter. And you found the middle of the line segment. You found the middle of it. Where's the middle? Wherever your line crossed AB. So let's put a point here. Why don't we label it M for midpoint? All right, let's talk now. This is what, that's great. You can construct it. The second thing is, do you understand what the midpoint is doing? It's in the middle. What do I know about line segment AM and line segment MB? What should I know here? Rachel, go ahead. They're congruent, so I could put what on them? Let's go. Here we go, everyone. I could put hash marks on them. And I can off to the side, I can also write it. AM. I'm doing all this for review purposes. Remember the congruent symbol? Equal sign with the tilde. MB. Good job. Okay. So M's in the middle, AM congruent to MB. They both have the same value. All good? You'll get more practice at that tonight. Open up more than half the length, swing the arc, go to the other side, swing another arc. Any issues? Go ahead. All good with constructions? Those are the only ones I'm going to show you today. Okay, let's keep going. Put your compass straight edge off to the side. Ready to roll. All right. M is the we've talked about midpoint now. M is the midpoint of AB. Draw me a diagram. Draw me a diagram. I don't have time for constructions. Draw me a diagram that M is the midpoint of AB with proper markings. With proper markings that says, hey, I know what the heck a midpoint is because I have these markings on there. So give me segment AB. M is the midpoint. Mine's not good enough. I'm going to walk in the room and look at it and be like, I have no idea M's the midpoint until I do what? Until I do what here? Go ahead, Iris.
The hash mark.
Darn right. Guys, remember what is never an answer in here. Oh, because it looks like it. Right? No, baloney. I need to have this to tell me that M's the midpoint. All right, or one hash mark. And what's my conclusion? I know we just wrote it down, but let's write it again. AM is what? It is equal. You're right. I could put that without the line segment symbol. Congruent to MB. All right, let's do some algebra with it now. Go ahead. Given M is the midpoint of AB, if you want to use your same diagram, that's fine. You don't need to redraw it. AM, what am I telling you now? No line segment symbol. What am I telling you? Where's 5? 5 in the house. AM, no line segment symbol. What am I telling you?
It's not equal.
It's not equal?
Or it's not congruent to AB.
No, whoa. I've taken AM and I've taken the line segment symbol away from it. What's that notation for? The length.
Oh yeah,
The length is 2x plus 1. So on AM, 2x plus 1. BM, the length is 3x minus 4. Got it. Find all three lengths now. Can you guys set something up now to solve for x? Got to know what midpoint means, right? Somebody set me up an equation to solve for x now, knowing what you know here. 7, got anything?
5x minus 3.
Okay, what are you doing with that? If I just write that down, and here's the common mistake. You guys are starting to think about previous night's homework. Do I know how long AB is? No, so I can't set this equal to anything.
Yeah.
Agreed? But what do I know about AM and MB? What did we just put on there? Because M's the midpoint.
They're congruent.
Okay, so tell me which two are equal.
2x plus 1 and 3x minus 4.
There you go. Everyone see how I can write that? Yeah, you add these up, it's 5x minus 3, but I have no idea what to set it equal to because I don't know how long the line segment is. But because I know M's the midpoint, the two sides are equal, set them equal. And now you guys can solve for x and plug and chug, substitute back in. When you're ready, let me know what x is equal to. 3, when you're ready, what's x equal to? No 3 today, that's right. How about 1 when you're ready?
5 equals x.
X equals 5, good work. Now everyone go back. Let me know what AM is, BM, and AB. Let me know. 6 when you're ready. What's the length of AM?
11.
11. BM?
I didn't go yet.
Okay.
11.
Better be, right? Everyone, yeah? It better be 11. We just said they were congruent. And then AB?
I didn't do it yet.
Just take your 2, right?
Oh, 22.
Yep, you're good. Issues? So, hey, are we understanding what midpoint? Okay, it's just not always just add the 2 together because I didn't have anything to set it equal to that time. You're ready to go to a graph now. Can we go to a graph? And like yesterday, we went on a graph and found the distance. Now we can go to a graph and find the midpoint. Here we go. I'm going to do some basic ones just like I did yesterday with distance. So I'll give you a second. Go ahead and plot AB for me. Go ahead and plot AB on your graph. 2, 4, 7, 4. Oh, sorry, 1, 4, 7, 4. We're having a good day yesterday. Good to hear. We're going to have to start our interviews up in a week or 2 here. Every Wednesday, interview Wednesday, we get to learn a little something about each other. 10 questions. Everyone gets asked the same 10 questions. One person every Wednesday, including myself. What are the questions? You guys come up with the questions. First 2 questions are always the same. Full name and birth date. And then you guys get to come up with the other 8. Learn something about each other. All right. And I don't do, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite food? No. You just won the lottery. What's your first purchase? What type of grapes do you prefer? Green? Red? Those weird moon ones. Everyone's seen those in the store? I was like, you've never seen those? I forget. They got a special name. Like the long ones. Okay, everyone has a graph. Now, midpoint, not distance. So you guys should be giving me here for answer number 1. Name the point that's in the middle of AB. I don't want, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't want an answer 6. That's the distance of AB. I need to know the point in the middle. The point in the middle. So please find the point in the middle for me and tell me what it is. 5 when you're ready.
4,
4, 4. Got it. That is the point in the middle. 4, 4. Okay, if you haven't graphed CD, go ahead and graph CD and we'll do the same thing. Midpoint, the point in the middle, cuts it into 2 congruent segments. Your best friend, your worst enemy. Questions that have come up in the past. You could get rid of a letter in the alphabet. What would you get rid of? What type of, actually, no.
Get rid of K.
All right, CD. Name the midpoint, not the distance or the length. The midpoint is CD. 5 again on fire today.
3, -1.
3, -1. How's that look? All right. Okay. Same problem we're gonna run into that we ran into yesterday. Are the line segments always gonna look like this? No, they're gonna be diagonal sometimes, right? And there's no way I can count just like distance yesterday. So just like distance formula, there is a midpoint formula. Okay, there is a midpoint formula. Here's the midpoint formula. It's a coordinate. Okay, I think you'll enjoy this one. It's not that tough to remember. How do you find the x coordinate of the midpoint? You add the two together and x1 plus x2, add your two x's and middle. What do you think I'm going to do to it? Middle.
Divide by 2.
Divide it by 2. Take your x's, divide by 2. And how do you think I'm going to find the y coordinate? Add your y's and divide by 2. There you go. Am I going to give that to you Friday? What do you think? So you got distance and midpoint you're responsible for. This is the last, midpoint's the last topic on the quiz. So you're responsible for distance and midpoint. Any issues? All right, let's do a couple questions and get out of here. All right, find the midpoint of AB. There's your endpoints. Oh, look at me, huh? Remember what you called those back in elementary school?
Mixed numbers.
Mixed numbers. Great job, man. Great job. Mixed numbers. Yep, mixed numbers. Do you know your calculator can do mixed numbers?
Yeah.
You've ever seen that? It can. Let's set it up first and I'll show you. So here we go. Midpoint of AB. Give me the x coordinates I'm going to add together. Oh, 6 x coordinates I'm going to add together. Okay, you can keep it like that because we're going to use the calculator, or you can do 2.5 and 3.25, change it into a decimal. Whatever floats your boat, find your lost remote, kids. All right, 2.5 plus 3 1/4 divided by 2, or again, you want to use 2.5 and 3.25. That's up to you. Comma. What are the y coordinates we're going to add together? 2.
3 1/4 and -1.
Y. You just gave me an x and a y. One job.
1/4 and -1.
So 1/4 plus -1 divided by 2. Okay, here we go. If you guys don't know how to do mixed numbers in your calculator, you know how to get a fraction template, right? It's the same spot. Alpha y equals, and then instead of choosing 1, you choose number 2. Okay, number 2 will get you your mixed number template. There you go. So now I can plug in, what was it? 2.5, 3 1/4. So 2.5 plus alpha y equals 2, 3 1/4. There you go. 23/4 divided by 2, because I got to cut it in half. And there's my x. It's not the prettiest, right? But there's my x coordinate, 23/8. Is anybody's calculator leaving it as 2 7/8? Because that could be an answer too if you left it as a mixed number again. 2 7/8. That's fine. And then go ahead. 1/4 minus 1 divided by 2. One-fourth plus -1 divided by 2. -3/8. I will also accept the decimal versions if you write those down instead. I will accept the decimal versions. I'll accept either. You have any questions? I'm not going to spend any more time on this because this is just adding two numbers and divided by 2. Midpoint. I want to get to something more advanced for you higher kids here. One more? All right. Here's really, great. Hey, this is great that you can just add two numbers and divide by 2. All right. That doesn't show me much. Here's where I need you to be. When I give you an endpoint and the midpoint, so I'm going to give you the midpoint. Hey, what must have been the other point then? Okay, that's where I need you to be. Okay, so just don't copy this down. I just want to give you a quick visual of what's going on here. here's this problem. You got the midpoint is negative 1, 5. Endpoint D is 1, 4. What's the deal over here now? Okay, this is where I need you to be here, upper level kids. This is where I need you to be. Oh, wow. How do I find? Let's see, that one, that's D, that's M right in the middle, right? How do I find G? Any thoughts? I don't want to just give it to you and say, do it this way. Any thoughts here? Where's M again?
Middle.
Directly where? In the middle, isn't it? M is directly in the middle. How far, let's go x-axis first. I'm at 1, right? I'm at D, I'm at 1, and I went over, or back, to negative 1. How many units did I go? How many units did I just travel? From 1 to negative 1, everyone. How many units did I just travel?
2.
2 units, right? In the negative direction? Everyone agrees? I just went 2 units in the negative direction. And where's M again? Directly in the middle. So however I got there, how many more units do I have to get to go to G? If that's directly in the middle. Exact same amount. I just went minus 2, 2 to the left. So guess what I have to do again to get to G? 2 to the left again. Make sense? Because if I'm directly in the middle, whatever I do on the left side has to match the right side. So I got to go minus 2 again. Where do I end up? Where do I end up on the x-axis if I was at negative 1 and I went 2 units to the left again? 6? Yeah. Negative 3. I'm at negative 3. There's your x-coordinate. And now I'm going to do the same exact song and dance with you for the y-coordinate. Ready? What y-coordinate did I start at for D? 4. And I went to where? 5. So now I'm on the y-axis. How many units did I just go? I went from 4 to 5. How many units? Up 1, right? Up 1. And I'm right in the middle. So guess what I got to do again to get to the end? Go up 1 again. I got to match it. The left and the right always have to be the same movements. So add 1 again. Where do I end up? If I add 1 again, where do I end up on the y-axis? 7?
6.
There you go. It's not very it is mathematical. I just call it the skip method. And if you're unsure, maybe you did it wrong, is there a way I could check this to make sure that's the right point? Let's think about this. Can I check this? Okay, I could graph it. What can I do now? That should be point G. Anybody going to tell me that? What can I do with points D and G to check to see I got the right answer? What could I plug it into? Midpoint formula, and what should I get? Negative 1, 5. Okay, so that's a quick way to check. Plug your endpoints into the midpoint formula and see if you get the midpoint you were given. Questions? All right, this drives me nuts every year, so I'm going to make sure you guys avoid this. The constructions are, half of it's in the book, half of it's right here in the packet. Everyone see this? These are constructions I'm asking you to do below. I better see a lot of arc marks. Every year, like I have construct XY congruent to AB, and I don't see any arc marks. How'd you do it? Probably use a ruler to measure it. Every single problem, 1 through 4 there, better have some arc marks on there. Okay, it's got to have arc marks. All good? All right, we got plenty of time still, I think, right? 24? Yeah, whew, boy, we always get plenty of time because we start early. So let's get going here with the constructions. Leave all your markings, remember, don't erase it. If you have any issues, call me over. I'll help you with the compass. But hey, you should see a lot of arc marks. All right, it's not going to count unless I see arc marks. And then you can go to the textbook if you finish that early.